Time once again for another episode of Learn Arabic with Q. Greetings of peace, everyone. This lesson we're going to continue the topic about pointing at things. Remember, in Arabic, in the world of Arabic, there are masculine and feminine things. So, today we're going to learn how do we point at a man and a woman. Let's begin. So, when you point at a man is masculine, so you're going to say hada, and then a man. So this is a man is written like this. We have hada, he, the. Remember, this is the sound, the equivalent of the th in English. Hada. A man is rajul, le. So it's re. You have the j, and it's connected to the le. The le, when it comes at the end, looks just like this. It's like an umbrella stick. Hada rajul. Hada rajul. This is a man. And if we point to a woman, it's going to be hadihi imra'a. Hadihi ended with a he. Imra'a. Now here we have ra. Again, we have another alif with a hamza, imra'a, and it ends with this usual connect. This is the circular te, and it's always indicative that this is a feminine. Hada rajul, hadihi imra'a. Now let's add some tashkil for this. Remember these marks. So hada rajul. Okay, help me out here. Re, we put a fatha on top. Re, jul. There's a little u on the top of the j. Hada rajul. Hadihi imra'a. And of course there's a little kasra over here. Hadihi. Remember this from the last lesson. Hadihi imra'a. Okay, let's write something else. We say hada and here you can put the name of a man or a woman. Hada. So it's hada, we're going to put a name of a man. Hada. Let's write Muhammad. How do we write Muhammad? Let's try to spell it out. It's me. And then we have a he, there's another me, and then we have a de. Now, the name Muhammad can use some proper tashkil. Look at this. Muhammad. We didn't say Muhammad. If it was mu, you'll put meme and then the letter waw, but this is mu, just a little mu. Ha, fatha. Muhammad. We're doubling down on the meh sound over here on this meme letter. So if we're doubling down, we put a double u on top of it, which is called the shadda. Okay, here we go. Here's that little W, that shadda. So now you can read it properly. Muhammad. Okay. Let's write something else. Hadihi Zainab. Okay, that's another name. It's a lady's name. Z. Zay. There's a ye. Then there's a noon here. There's a ne sound. Neb. Then we have the boat shape of the B. Okay. هذه زينب. Okay. So let's read all these together again. هذا رجل. هذه امرأة. Say it after me. هذه امرأة. هذا محمد. Now notice it's not Muhammad, it's not a he, it's a he. It's a he, but it's coming down from here. He. Muhammad. هذا محمد. هذه زينب. زينب. هذه زينب. Now, let me give you a way to learn more nouns, more names that you can point at. Because, of course, in every language there are endless number of things to point at. So, here's a little tip. You know Google Translate? It's very effective at translating these, singular words. So let's go to Google Translate and write a few words, and we'll point at them. Let's take a look. So in Google Translate, we're going to write, for example, bread. Bread. And we get the translation over here as khubz. Khubz. Okay? So here you have, look at the letters, the kh, and the be, and the z. Khubz. Now, is khubz a masculine or a feminine? Well, there's no e sound at the end. You don't see any of these circular tes at the end. So that means it's a masculine. So you say, هذا خبز. خبز. هذا خبز. Okay, let's write something else. Look at the word for chair. Chair is, let's read it together. Ka, ra, se. Yeah, let's write this over here. Look. This is the kaf, ra, se, okay, this is kursi. Kursi. Now, let's put the tashkil for this. Look, now it's kursi. Now, if I didn't have this dhamma over here, and I put another sign. So, for example, I put the fatha over here. How do you read this? It becomes kersi. So, instead of ku, it becomes ke. Okay? So it becomes kersi. Okay? But of course, there's no such word as kersi. We only have kursi. So it's kursi. Okay, you don't need other tashkils over here. So let's go back to the Google Translate, and we have say here there's this kursi. Now what if we put table? Now, of course, Google Translate is not always accurate because I put table, and it translated as the table, but what we want is an undefined table, so we just put a table. Now, here you go. A table is defined is طاولة. طاولة. Let's write this down. We have طه. Ta. Of course, this is the ta over here. Ta has a long line over it. Ta. We. Le. And here's our circular dog-faced te at the end. Okay? Ta, we, le. Okay? Let's put the tashkil. Ta, the ta and the a. Remember, this is not a te. This is a ta. Ta, ta, ta. It's coming from the back over here. It's like saying it the te with closing your mouth. Ta. Ta, we, le. Now, we have a kesra over here. Ta, notice the we. Ta, we. It's not we, it's we. It's a little e. Le. Okay? You know, when as kids, when we were learning Arabic, I think the biggest challenge for us, and it's going to be some of the biggest challenges for anyone who's learning Arabic, is to recognize when you have a long sound and a short sound. What does that mean? For example, here I said ta, wi, le. I have to distinguish, is this ta, wi, le, or wi, le? Because if it was ta, wi, le, then the kasra here is not enough for this long sound. I have to put a ya letter, the ya, after the we. So it becomes ta, wi, le. Okay? Let me give you an example of how this, because if I say, tawila and tawila, okay? Tawil means long. Look how it's written. Ta. This is tawil. So here's the ta, and here's the wa. I didn't say tawil, I said tawil. So this, I can't put a kasra here anymore. It's not enough. I actually need a letter to make that sound. Tawil, so I put the ye. Okay? This ye, these are the same letters, by the way. Remember that from the alphabet lessons. Tawil. Tawil means long. Tawil. You're hanging in there, right? Please don't give up. You can do this. I know it's not that easy, but you can do it. Okay, so we have tawil. Let's read these together. This is kursi, tawila, tawil. Okay, let's point at them. This is a masculine, correct? So we say hada kursi. Tawila, we have this te shape over here, so it's a feminine. So we say hadihi tawila. This is a table. Hadihi tawila. And tawil, long, is this a masculine or feminine? Yeah, I know we're describing something here. So, but this is a masculine because there's no connected te to it. So it's hada tawil. This is long. Hada tawil. Okay? So, and now we come to an end of another Learn Arabic with Q. Guess it's about time. Tune in next time when you'll hear your teacher say... Well, thank you for joining this lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.